It is very common for clients to come to me and say, hey, I've spoken with so-and-so lawyer and I really just don't feel comfortable because it feels like that person is rushing through the process. They're sort of trying to cut to the point very quickly, or they're just not listening to or willing to listen to the client's story in total. What the clients are trying to do in the vast majority of those cases are they're trying to tell what their sort of whole life story is. And it is not at all uncommon for lawyers in those instances to say, hey, I'm really sorry. I need to sort of cut to the chase here. And what is it that your actual case is about? What I want you to know is that, one, it's not unusual, but two, it probably doesn't have any real bearings on the outcome of the case in the vast majority of criminal cases. So let's say that your lawyer sits down and you start talking to him about what your upbringing was and how it is that you landed in this situation in this case. It is not at all unusual for a lawyer to say, I'm sorry. We just need to talk about what the facts of that night were. Let's say, for example, it's a DUI case. And they just say, hey, I want to know where you were, when you were drinking, what happened in your interaction with the law enforcement officer, and then kind of figure it out from there. That is normal. And that's not really a basis to be concerned, particularly at the initial meeting. What you need to be concerned about is, let's say, for example, that you're preparing for a trial and the lawyer doesn't know anything about you and your background, and they can't properly discuss, if you were to lose the case, mitigating facts that the judge needs to know in imposing a sentence. That's really important. But at the initial meeting, usually what we're trying to do, at least in a DUI criminal context, is get the basic facts that you need to know in order to pursue the defense. I hear clients all the time that come in and say, hey, I met with so-and-so and they talked with me about the experts that are going to be involved in the case. And I can tell you quite honestly that there is no way that any lawyer at the initial meeting can tell you which experts are going to be needed in your case. There's no way that they can know in advance. At least I wouldn't want to even try to know what experts are going to be needed for evidence that I don't even know is admissible yet. In the vast majority of my clients' cases, we're hoping that the evidence ultimately is ruled by a judge to be inadmissible. Therefore, I don't have to worry about an expert, and it will save you thousands of dollars if we're able to obtain that result. So I would say, do not be alarmed at a lawyer who says, hey, I really want to know exactly what you recall about what happened in this particular case. We have plenty of time to talk about what the facts of your life are, how it is that you ended up in this situation, things that might cut against your sentencing liability, and hopefully we never get to that point. But you got plenty of time to talk about those things. If you have any questions about your case, feel free to call me. My name is Ben Sessions. My phone number is 470-225-7710. Again, 470-225-7710. Thank you.